She is Strength is a new series that I'm introducing on my YouTube channel. This series is for women who are chasing after God's heart so that they can find answers and practical solutions to the issues that they face in their everyday lives. Throughout this series, I will be collaborating with other women as we discuss issues from career to relationships and everything in between. Without further ado, I present to you, She is Strength. Hello, I am Janaé, and I am back with Janaé Mason of Nay Too Curly for the fourth video in this series about relationships, specifically about relationship mistakes, specifically about eating my emotion, eating our emotions. So what I mean by eating my emotions, eating our emotions, is coming into situations in relationships where you know you need to stand up for yourself, where you know you need to say something, where you know you need to let something be known. But instead of coming out with it and being open with your feelings and being honest with your feelings, you eat your feelings because you don't want said person to argue with you, to leave you, to do something that you feel like would ultimately hurt you or hurt your feelings, right? So with me, I can recall a specific instance where it was this guy I was dating. We had broken up, but we had become friends. Now, our relationship had developed to a point where I really trusted him and I really respected him and respected what he had to say. But throughout the course of our relationship, it got to a point where he would make little jokes about my personality. That, Nay, you too aggressive, or Nay, you're too... Once, I can remember we were riding in the car, and he made mention that one of the people that went to school with him knew me. And they were saying that Janaé, she's very smart, but she's very... And he did like this Hulk thing. And fell out laughing about it. And I kind of smirked it off, but it really, really did hurt my feelings. Because like I was telling Janaé, one thing that I do know is that God gives us the personalities that we need in order for us to fulfill the purposes that he has placed us on earth for. Now, granted, it's up to us to fine-tune those things so we can, unleash it when it needs to be unleashed, but pull it back when it needs to be pulled back. And I know the personality that I have is because I am a fighter, not for myself, but for other people and for the kingdom of God. I am a warrior for Christ. And I'm not going to let nobody just run up on me and disrespect me, my family, or God, right? So that's the personality that he gave me. But when he did that, that really hurt me. And instead of me being vocal about it and being open about it and being honest about it, like, look, you have to know that I really do cherish you and I cherish our friendship and I have mad respect for you. But when you do stuff like that and when you say stuff like that, it really hurts my feelings, even though you might not know it. And so as a result of me kind of not saying anything, it got to really an epic proportion where I completely shut him off. And when I kind of came down, our relationship, I mean, there was some other stuff in the mix too, so don't get me wrong, but it had devastated our relationship to the point where it was basically unfixable. I don't like to say stuff is unfixable because everything is fixable through God, but it hasn't to this day recovered. So what I learned from that relationship is, Janaé, it's okay for you to be a person that has emotions. It's okay for you to express those emotions to the next person and be honest and let them know how you feel. Because when you let stuff sit and when you let stuff fester, one, in that case, it attacked my confidence. And two, it's gonna blow up, and how it blow up can be totally avoided if you just say the things as they happen. Like, it just went all out of whack and it didn't have to. So, Nay, what you got?
So my story is that I was dating this guy freshman year of college, and I don't even remember my freshman year of college because I was with him.
Oh,
like that whole first semester. Like I was hanging out. We hung out all the time. Like we were like besties. Like, what you about to do? You about to go to lunch? Okay, I'm about to go to lunch with you. Like we were like that. And what ended up happening was that we hung out so much. I felt like, okay, we obviously need to go to the next level. Like, come on. Like, you cannot tell me that you don't want to be...
What's the next level?
So the next level will be, you cannot tell me that you don't want to be... want me to be your girlfriend.
Okay.
You can't tell me you don't like Nene enough to make her your girlfriend.
Come on.
And so I instead of, saying, okay, no, Janae, just let's let it ride out. No, I said, well, let me tell him. Let me ask. I said, do you want to make this official and us be in a relationship? He ended up saying, like, maybe not right now, whatever, I'm really just trying to, focus on school and just make things work here, with my grades and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay, you trying to make stuff work? We both in school. We both getting educated. Like, what you need help with, I can help you. They got tutors on campus you can go to. They got the service. They got that center. And so for me, it was like, well, why are we doing this? Why are we acting as if we are in a relationship when... If you don't even want one, why are we acting like we are in a relationship? Yeah. And so for me, I said, okay, well, let me just be quiet. Let me just sit back.
Quiet.
Let me sit back quiet. Let me just let this ride out. I really do like him, so I'm just gonna just let this be. And what ended up happening was that for me, I said, you know what? No, this ain't right. In my head, I didn't say this to him, but I said this is not right. I'd rather just. Then if we're just gonna be friends and keep it cool like that, then I can talk to other people. I can put my time and effort into somebody else as well, if that's the case. And so I ended up doing that, and then he kind of called me up and was like, Janae, who you texting? I said, what you say?
Oh.
What you say?
Oh.
What you say?
Oh.
And so what ended up happening was he jumped in his feelings.
Oh.
And I said, so I'm over here swallowing my feelings because you don't want me to be your girlfriend, but you get to be in your feelings saying that I can't talk to someone else. So that's when I went crazy. I had to lash out. I did lash out. I went off.
What you do?
I said, first of all, and he was a little shorter. That's when I was I wasn't as picky. I looked down. I said,
you look down, Janae.
That's all wrong. He was my height. But that's when I was like, you can don't ever tell someone about how you feel and then disregard how they feel. I don't think that part is fair. So for me, I said, I never said anything. I never complained about anything. I was riding out with you this whole time, and then you're going to flip the script on me and tell me that I'm wrong for doing what I was doing.
When you didn't even want a relationship in the first place. I ain't your girlfriend.
I ain't your girlfriend, so I can do what I want. So that was a time where I really did eat my emotions because I was trying to make it work with this guy. And it kind of came back on me. Like, I'm like, what? What? I said
you said you didn't want it. Okay.
Yeah, I said yes to being just your friend because that's what you wanted.
I said yes to dating and yes to your hand. But as soon as I say no, you're acting like I never said yes. Like I never said yes. So
that's what ended up happening with that. So for me, it was just one of those things where what I learned from all of that was just that be honest to yourself. If you know that you would rather be in a relationship with this person, but that's not what they want, you need to remove yourself. And for me, it was kind of like, if whatever I express to you and you don't really care about what I'm saying or how I feel about it, I don't need to be with you.
Right.
I don't need to be around this. And for me, it was just like another situation where my heart was just like, dang, I'm trying to stay in this, stick in this, and it backfired on me. So
what would you tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to leave when you need to leave. I don't know, like to leave when you need to leave, and also be true about your emotions. Don't try to hide it because that's not what they want. So you're gonna make it work for them. You're gonna make it convenient for them.
Come on.
When really
when
you really supposed to be worrying about yourself and making sure that you are cool. You're good inside. I want to have peace of mind.
Can I get a little piece?
I need some
of that mind. Honestly, I would tell my younger self the same thing. Like, be honest with yourself. Be honest with your emotions. If the next person can't handle it, hey, that's on them. Because you got to live with yourself. You got to live with your emotions. You got to live with people hurting your feelings. You got to live with that hurt and that heartache. That's on you. So it's your responsibility to be honest with yourself and be honest with your emotions. Flat out.
Flat out.
So has this been you? Have you eaten a couple of them emotions? If so, what did you learn from the situation? And what would you tell your younger self? Let's have a discussion about it in the comment section below. Until next time, bye. Be blessed. Let's keep the conversation going. Head over to thefitnessgym.com and sign up for my VIP newsletter. Now, the newsletter is more than about keeping you motivated and inspired. It's about us growing together and sharpening each other's iron. I know that faith comes by hearing and hearing again. In order for us to live our best lives and live a life full of God's promises, it's important for us to stay in community and stay charging each other up. Now, while you are there, you can check out my most recent blog posts and even some of my digital products. Once you're on my site, just click subscribe.